Dover Publications presents The Wizard of Oz by L. Frank Baum. Adapted by Bob Blaisdell. Illustrated by W. W. Denslow. Rendered by Ted Menton.
Chapter 1. The Cyclone and the Munchkins. Dorothy lived on the great Kansas prairies with Uncle Henry, who was a farmer, and Aunt Em, who was the farmer's wife. Their house was small. There were 4 walls, a floor, and a roof. Uncle Henry and Aunt Em had a bed in one corner, and Dorothy had a little bed in another corner. There was no cellar, except a small hole called a cyclone cellar, where the family could go in case one of those great whirlwinds arose. It was reached by a trap door in the middle of the floor. When Dorothy stood in the doorway and looked around, she could see nothing but the great gray prairie on every side. Not a tree nor a house broke the broad sweep of flat country that reached the edge of the sky in all directions. The sun had baked the plowed land into a gray mass, with little cracks running through it. Even the grass was not green, for the sun had burned the tops of the long blades until they were the same gray color to be seen everywhere. Once the house had been painted, but the sun blistered the paint and the rains washed it away, and now the house was as dull and gray as everything else. When Aunt Em came there to live, she was a young, pretty wife. The sun and wind had changed her, too. She was thin and gaunt, and never smiled now. When Dorothy, who was an orphan, first came to her, Aunt Em had wondered that Dorothy could find anything to laugh at. Uncle Henry never laughed. He was gray also, from his long beard to his boots, and he rarely spoke. It was Toto that made Dorothy laugh, and saved her from growing as gray as her other surroundings. Toto was not gray. He was a little black dog, with long hair and small black eyes. Toto played all day long, and Dorothy played with him and loved him dearly. Today, however...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?